Lovely Virgos, welcome to your August readings. Beautiful souls, welcome to August. Welcome if you're returning, welcome if you're new. Beautiful souls, I usually do extended readings for my all zodiac signs, but this month I'm not going to, due to the passing of my mum. There's a lot happening in my world and I'm very much navigating things and looking after my energy. So thank you all of you who are on Patreon and in the YouTube members area. Thank you for your additional support and thank you for bearing with me while I just navigate the things I need to navigate. So I hope, just thank you for your understanding and all the love you've been sending my way. I'm really, really, really appreciative and grateful of you. So beautiful souls, I will be asking as much information as I can in the main reading for you today. So my lovely Virgos, what is happening for you in August? Okay, we have this and this. I did see another card really showing through here. Let's just see what else we are shown. May I kindly ask for that third card? There it is, for my lovely Virgos. Okay, what else are we shown for my lovely Virgos, please? I'm seeing this and this. I think that's right. Okay. So your first cards, my lovely Virgos, you have Lake, What Lurks Beneath, and you have Bean Fisa, or Bian, I think it is pronounced, Bian Fisa, Woman's Wisdom. Gosh, what lurks beneath. I think this is a time, August is a time when I think maybe you are needing to listen to your intuition or to look below. It's like almost like getting out of your own head is coming through here. We have On Track. We have the King of Scrolls. Aha, this is becoming clear. And we have the Chest Game. Okay, we have also Alethea and the Poet. Okay, let's put these up here. Very, very interesting indeed. We have Mercury Messages and Opposition, Confrontation. This is a really, really interesting month for you, my lovely Virgos. Now, first of all, I need to just acknowledge that you are on track. Okay, so things are, there's basically almost like there's a train in, metaphorically, there's a train in your station that is waiting to leave, waiting to depart. And just focus those cards for you. It's waiting to depart. And for some reason, you are deliberating about whether to jump on that train or not, metaphorically, whatever it is. Now, you may be feeling that the choice is quite black and white. But I think, if I'm honest, I think that there is, for some of you, it could be as straightforward as just a conflict of interests. But I actually think that there is someone around you who is probably trying to colour your perspective of that train. Okay, what lurks beneath? I think that I think there's someone in your world with an agenda of their own. That's what I'm going to say. I think there is genuinely an opportunity for you, and I think karmically it's a really good opportunity. You're on track with it. This is a great train to jump on. It's in the station, it's waiting for you. Now is the time. And yet for some reason, you are standing here with this opportunity in your hand, but the gates are closed. I think you have the ability to open the gate. And yet for some reason, I do think somebody is colouring your perspective of this opportunity. This is a really interesting reading. And therefore you're experiencing a conflict or an opposition, or should I or shouldn't I, or a what if. But it's being steered by somebody else's agenda. Very, very interesting, because I think this is a real opportunity for you with the Poet. I think there's something that this train kind of links to something of potential in your future, and yet somehow it's being coloured by someone. Wonder why, what this is about. Maybe somebody's giving you mixed messages as well. but it's the same as. I think there's some sort of situation where you're being given mixed messages. I think if you really tune into your kind of intuition, you'll probably sort of know that maybe what they're saying doesn't quite add up in some way, shape or form. With this card as well, with this card of I think it is Bian Fia, so I should look it up. It might actually be Ban Fasa. Anyway, however it is pronounced, she kind of navigates between the worlds. She's got a very shamanic energy. You could literally find yourself not exactly caught between the devil and the deep blue sea, but here we do have the deep blue sea. You could receive some information and realise that maybe somebody's been telling you something that isn't quite real. Okay, it's their truth, it's their perspective, but it's altered the way that you have proceeded. In many ways, you know, everything in your reading is about seeing the truth of something. But it's a bit more than that, because it's seeing the truth of something in order to enable you to get onto this train of possibility. Let's draw your tarot cards and see what else we're shown, my lovely, lovely Virgos. Acknowledging the truth of something, seeing the truth of something, so that you can move through and beyond something, so you can jump on that train of possibility. What are we shown here? Your first card is the Five of Cups. Now this is a card that can indicate disappointment. We have the Three of Pentacles. Very interesting, because this is a card that is a kind of turning point with the Three of Pentacles. And then the King of Pentacles as well. Followed by the Page, followed by another three, the Three of Wands, followed by the Queen of Wands, and then we have the Six of Cups. Okay, this is a card of great generosity, and I would say generosity of spirit, generosity of heart. The purpose, my beautiful souls, of seeing the truth of something isn't to be bound up in confrontation. The truth of seeing something is to be able to, with a generous heart and a generous spirit, make your own choices and move beyond something. Take action accordingly. But to do so from almost like having a higher mind, the higher minded position, or the compassionate position with the Six of Cups. I feel this is a month of revelation, or validating the truth of something. Now, whether you are looking deeply within to what lurks beneath, or indeed there is an opposing perspective, or you realise that that there's an opportunity and maybe somebody's trying to kind of hold you back, but you know, not exactly. It's for some of you it's just that I mean, maybe there is direct manipulation for some of you. There's kind of massive disappointment basically here, but the massive disappointment is purposeful. The massive disappointment is to enable you to recognise where you've come from, to kind of, I mean, the Six of Cups also contains nostalgia sometimes, or reminds us of our childhood. Maybe somebody is manoeuvring something and you got drawn into it because it pressed a few buttons, took you back to sort of your childhood. But I think with grace, you can move forwards here. This is one of those turning points of liberation, where through seeing the truth of something, you can actually potentially empower yourself. The Queen of Wands is the Queen of transformation. I love the fact that she has a kitten, like a cat, on her lap. In some of the Queen of Wands, we see her depicted with a lion and a lioness particularly. And it's that real feminine empowerment. She's not held back by things. The Page of Pentacles is a card of promise. And the King of Wheels, this is interesting. I wonder if getting on that train could take you on a journey that will be very, very transformational for you and create a very different future for you. There could even be somebody around you who is a bit envious of the life that you have ahead, envious of the potential that you are being offered. You know, it might be like somebody trying to convince you not to take a promotion, telling you how awful it is and how you know, your new manager would be dreadful. And actually what they're trying to do is dim down your light, because you're sort of, it's pure envy of the possibilities that could come to you. And this is what I'm seeing. There's a recognition, and whether this is to do with the way you have acted or what you've been holding yourself back, and there's a realization that you've been maneuvered or manipulated, or whether you are encountering someone currently manipulating you to stop your possibilities, to stop you embracing, you know, moving forwards and basically opening the gateway and jumping on the train that is literally sitting on the platform waiting for you to board. However we look at it, I think there is an opportunity. What I'm actually going to do now, and this is the kind of stuff I would have dived deeply into in the extendeds, but because we're not doing extendeds, or I'm not doing extendeds today, I'm going to dive into this. I'm going to ask what that train is. What is this train of possibility? What is here for you? I think we can see clearly that there's something that you need to see clearly. You can see the truth of it. Maybe you'll be aware of actions that are stumbling blocks that are put in your way, or communications that are sent to kind of derail you. And you're kind of beginning to think, hang on a minute, that doesn't feel right. Why would you do that? Why would you say that? But let's explore, what is this train that is standing in the platform waiting for you to board, my lovely Virgos? What is this train all about? So we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is a beautiful card of real satisfaction. I think the train that is waiting on the platform is leading you to really, really significant success in something. It could be a promotion. It could be a place where there's a really rewarding career. It could be taking you down a road of health. Perhaps you're stuck, you know, if you're stuck in a codependent relationship, for example, with the chess game, this would take you down the road of perhaps independence, even financial independence. What if you're staying at home looking after someone and there's a job offer and they really are trying to talk you out of it, or tell you that you couldn't do it or it wouldn't work for you, and actually their agenda is to keep you at home looking after them? There's definitely something going on around you that is limiting your horizons at a time when there is a possibility. I think, look at that, we have the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Hearts. Now this is a card, we've got the Five of Cups now, which is very much about disappointment. We've also got the Five of Pentacles, which is about being sort of left out in the cold. And the Three of Hearts. I'm going to say, beautiful souls, that this could be feeling a little bit heartbreaking when you sort of realise perhaps the complexity of what lurks beneath, the complexity of perhaps the manoeuvre, the manipulation of some people who I think you've genuinely cared about, and you suddenly begin to see the sort of like the truth of this, or the truth of what's held you back. Which is, you know, it is saddening, but the Three of Cups is, this Three of Swords is a card that says, you know, even if we are disappointed, even if something, when we really look at the truth of the matter, we feel like, oh, do you know, I so wish it was different. Even if you're looking at the limitations of someone, you know, there will be reasons for that. Your reading is about empowering you in the here and now to show you the truth of the matter, so you can now move beyond it and take a very different course of action and jump on the train that awaits you. I'm seeing these. Yeah, look at this. We have then the Four of Cups, which is very much a card of almost something that you would rather not have seen. But you have seen it and there's no getting away from it. This is one of those months when I think you are actually quite genuinely, my lovely Virgos, confronted with the truth of something. But my dearest ones, the positivity, I mean, look at this row of cards, the positivity that's coming to you, the gains, the rewards, the transformation, the possibilities that are coming to you. If you can't see the truth of this situation, then you can't get on that train. I think it is a little bit confrontational, but my goodness me, seeing the truth enables you to really, really see the possibilities that are awaiting you through your own empowerment, through your own transformation. And you don't need to dwindle or linger on the sadness of the reality of other people's agendas. You simply need to see it for what it is and then act upon it in your own personal way. And look at that, we have the 10 of Cups. This is heavenly. The outcome is super gorgeous. This could be like if you meet someone and you just, there is the train waiting to board. But, maybe your family wouldn't like the person that you've met, or you feel that, I don't know, there's something around, some people around you who wouldn't approve of this, or they might try to hold you back, but actually, if you jump on that train, if you can see that their agenda is fueled by their own emotional needs, it doesn't mean you don't love them. It doesn't mean you don't send them love, but you also recognise with absolute truth and reality that there is an agenda at hand here. And the purpose of you seeing the truth isn't to bog you down, it's to liberate you. So you open the gate, step through and jump on that train, because that train is waiting for you, and that train is bringing you happiness, success, satisfaction, a bright future and transformation. My beautiful Virgos, this is your reading. I am sending you all the love in the world. So however this arrives, I do think there will be divine guidance as well in, delivered to you. So you really do see what you need to see. Beautiful Virgos, I'm sending you all the love in the world. Thank you so much for being here. If you are on Patreon and in the YouTube members area, which is where I normally put my extendeds, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your extra support really helps to sustain my free library and keep it free. And I'm ever so grateful, and thank you for bearing with me while I navigate the things I need to and manage my own energy to continue to put stuff into the world for free. So thank you. And I hope to be doing some extras for you as the month progresses over on those platforms as well. Tons of love, my beautiful souls, and thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to all of you for being here.